This one is personal. If you've ever felt unseen or unchosen, this list might hit close to home. So let's get into it. Some of these might feel a little too real. If you grew up without emotional safety, love might still feel like a foreign language sometimes. This isn't about judgment, it's about recognition. Let's talk about the things you might be doing without even realizing where they come from. Over apologizing even when nothing's your fault. You say sorry when someone bumps into you. You apologize for speaking, for existing, for taking up space, because somewhere along the way, you learned that being small kept you safe. Having a hard time accepting compliments. Even when someone says something kind, your first instinct is to reject it. You laugh it off, play it down, or flip it back on them. Praise feels suspicious, like it comes with strings. Expecting people to leave, even when they're not going anywhere. You don't get too comfortable. You always keep a piece of your heart packed up, just in case. Because people you loved before, they left. Or worse, stayed and made it worse. Feeling guilty when you do something just for yourself. Joy feels selfish. Buying something nice for yourself, that's a luxury you have to justify. You weren't raised to rest. You were raised to prove your worth. Becoming the fixer in every relationship. You're always there, always doing the most, always trying to be the reason someone stays. But sometimes, fixing becomes a disguise for fear. Fear that if you're not useful, you're disposable. Having no idea what your own needs are. You can read the room, anticipate everyone else's emotions, but if someone asks what you need, you freeze. You've been trained to serve others, not check in with yourself. Confusing intensity with love. Calm feels foreign. Steady feels boring. You chase highs and lows because they feel like passion. But sometimes it's just your nervous system craving the chaos it grew up with. Feeling emotionally homeless. No person, no place, no room has ever felt completely safe. And sometimes, not even your own body does. That kind of rootlessness can make connection feel impossible. Struggling with consistent self-care. You either overdo it in one big wave or avoid it completely. Things like brushing your hair, cooking for yourself, or sleeping enough feels like chores because no one taught you that you mattered enough to tend to. Taking rejection personally, even when it's not about you. A slow reply, a canceled plan, a tone shift. It all feels like confirmation that you're not enough, even when it has nothing to do with you. If this is starting to feel too familiar, pause here. Breathe. This list isn't here to call you out. It's here to remind you you've been carrying more than anyone knew. Feeling emotionally disconnected from your accomplishments. You get things done. You succeed. You check all the boxes. But you don't feel proud because no one ever celebrated you. You learn to chase achievement, not enjoy it. Seeking validation in people who resemble your past pain. You keep attracting the same type of person. Different face, same wound. You're not broken. You're just trying to rewrite an ending you didn't get to finish. Smiling to keep people comfortable even when you're falling apart. You know how to perform okayness. You'd rather people think you're fine than risk the rejection that might come with being honest. Struggling to set boundaries because you fear being abandoned. Saying no feels dangerous. You let people take more than they should just to keep them from walking away. Feeling like love is something you earn, not something you just deserve. You're always trying to be good enough, smart enough, attractive enough. But deep down, you don't believe someone could love you for just you. If no one ever told you this before, you don't have to earn love by breaking yourself in half. You already deserve the whole thing. Soft, safe, and steady. Feeling emotionally numb at random times. You're not happy, not sad, just blank. Your body learned to shut down to survive, and now it does it without asking. Being overly independent to your own detriment. You never ask for help. You take pride in not needing anyone. But underneath that pride is a fear. A fear that needing someone means giving them the power to hurt you. Secretly waiting for someone to finally see you. You act like you're fine on your own, but deep down, you want someone to understand you without you having to explain. You want to be chosen without auditioning for it. Feeling unlovable when you're not constantly needed. If no one's asking you for your help, you feel invisible. Being needed became your way of being loved. Struggling to receive kindness without feeling suspicious. When love was inconsistent, kindness feels unsafe, like there's a catch coming. You don't grow up unloved and walk away untouched. You adapt, you survive, you make yourself small, loud, helpful, invisible, whatever you had to be. But now, you're allowed to unlearn. You're allowed to show up for the version of you that never got what they needed. And you're allowed to be loved fully, deeply, and without conditions. And if you don't know where to start by treating yourself like someone worth holding on to, because you are. It might take time, it might feel foreign, but piece by piece, moment by moment, you get to come back home to yourself. And maybe for the first time ever, you get to build that home with your own hands. One boundary, one breath, one brave little truth at a time. Because love isn't something you chase anymore. It's something you return to within yourself.